Hillary's enmeshed in controversy over the payments that were made to the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton Global Initiative while she was Secretary of State and afterwards by foreign governments in the case of after she was Secretary of State and by foreign interests throughout her tenure as Secretary of State. And these payments amounted to the hundreds of millions of dollars and took all kinds of forms. They'll be explored at length in the presidential race, I hope. But it reminded me of an interesting historical precedent, how in 1797 and 1798, a huge scandal erupted called the XYZ affair, when Prime Minister Talleyrand, the French foreign minister, demanded a bribe from James Monroe, who had been sent over by President John Adams to negotiate an end to the naval war between France and the United States. The U.S. got mixed up in the Napoleonic Wars, and Britain and France both began attacking our ships because they said we were trading with the other side, and they wanted us to stop. And a virtual war ensued between France and the U.S., only a decade or so after France helped us win our independence. So John Adams, the president, sent James Monroe to be his ambassador to France to negotiate a treaty to end this stuff. And Monroe called on Talleyrand, the French foreign minister, and through an intermediary he said he wanted a bribe of $1 million paid personally to him before he would consent to even meet with Monroe. And while this was standard practice for Talleyrand, who was quite a character and survived for 50 years in French politics, it was very unusual for the infant United States. And when word got out that the people he was supposed to bribe were named X and Y and Z, so it was called the XYZ affair. And when that got out, it caused a firestorm of protests throughout the United States that really put Thomas Jefferson in the hole, because he was the advocate of France and the opposite of Adams, who was basically oriented toward Britain. But that precedent of using your power as Secretary of State to get people to donate money to a special interest of yours is precisely what Hillary Clinton is doing. And it's precisely what Talleyrand did that led to a huge scandal in 1797 and 1798. History repeating itself. Thanks for watching.